There are many dark type pals in Palworld that are all pretty awesome in their own ways. That being said, there's always been one pal that stood out from the rest for multiple reasons, and that's going to be Felbat. So with Halloween right around the corner, there's no better time to show you all how to upgrade this spooky pal. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Speakerhead, and today I'm going to show you how to upgrade Felbat. But before we get into the video, just a friendly reminder that if you enjoy any of the music you hear during this video or just want to support the channel in general, it's all part of my DMCA free music label, Speakerhead Studios. This is a music label I created where all the songs on it are completely DMCA free, so go ahead and use any of these songs for your content creating needs. We have over 70 songs available with more added frequently, so if you're interested in checking that out, all the links will be in the description below. Finally, I want to give a quick shout out to the individual who suggested I make a guide on this pal. Your continuous support towards the channel is greatly appreciated. But with all that out of the way, let's get back to the guide. So before we get into upgrading Felbat, let's talk about some of the basics of this pal first. Felbat is a pure dark type pal that can only be found as a level 23 boss located at the Forgotten Island towards the right side of the map. It can also be obtained through numerous breeding combinations, which can all be found on Palworld's official website. Moving on to their partner ability, when fighting together, both Felbat and the player will be granted with a lifesteal effect that absorbs some of the received damage and restores health. The amount of health restored is determined by how much damage is dealt to an enemy along with how much the pal's partner ability is upgraded. But finally, talking about their base skill, Felbat is only going to be a level 3 in medicine production. So with the basics of Felbat out of the way, let's get into upgrading them. To start off, the first upgrade you want to do is to breed a Felbat with good passive skills. So most pals are pretty straightforward when it comes to the passive skill combinations that will work well for them. However, Felbat is a bit of a unique situation due to his lifesteal ability. Since they're able to restore health from dealing damage, I could easily see this pal being fairly decent with both an offensive and a defensive passive skill combination. Because of this, I'll be giving my recommendations on both types of builds for players to decide on which they prefer. But as for my offensive passive skill combination, I went with Legend, Musclehead, Serenity, and Siren of the Void. Now, for those who might not be aware of what Siren of the Void is, this is a passive skill that can only be found on Bellinor Libra, which can only be obtained after defeating the raid boss version of this pal. But this passive skill is a great skill with it giving a 30% attack boost to both dark and ice type moves. Now, normally I would give you all the options on different breeding combinations to get Siren of the Void on this pal. However, since there isn't a direct way of getting all these skills on this pal, instead I'll be putting an image on screen right now of how to get both Legend and Siren of the Void onto Felbat. But with this passive skill combination, this will give your pal a 90% attack boost assuming you're using either dark or ice type moves, along with giving a 20% defense boost thanks to Legend. Talking about my defensive passive skill combination now, it's pretty much going to be the same as my offense combination, but instead of Siren of the Void, I will replace it with Burly Body to gain an additional 20% boost in defense. That being said, you could also replace Serenity with a different passive skill such as Hard Skin to gain an even bigger boost in defense. However, it's up to the player to decide if they find more defense or a faster cooldown on active skills to be more useful to them. But once you've decided on the passive skill combination you prefer and get them on your Felbat, the next step to upgrading your pal is by using a pal condenser. Any pal can be upgraded in a pal condenser to have their partner ability along with their general stats increased. On top of that, once you've fully upgraded a pal in a condenser, all of their base skills will be leveled up by 1 as well, which is pretty awesome. With a total of 117 pals, a pal can be upgraded 4 times with level 1 needing 4 pals, level 2 needing 16 pals, level 3 needing 32 pals, and level 4 needing 64 pals. Now, assuming it took you a few attempts to get a Felbat with the passive skills you prefer, you should be able to upgrade your pal at least a couple times in a condenser. But after you're done upgrading your Felbat in a condenser, the next step to upgrading your pal is by hitting that subscribe button and liking the video. Less than 4% of people that watch my content are actually subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the content and want to see more of it, make sure to subscribe. So the actual next step to upgrading your Felbat is by upgrading them in a Statue of Power. With a total of 30 small pal souls, 18 medium pal souls, and 18 large pal souls, you can give any pal a 30% boost in attack, defense, and health. Also, to help you get pal souls, here's a list of every pal in the game that currently drops pal souls of all 3 sizes. But after you're done upgrading your pal in the Statue of Power, the next step to upgrading Felbat is going to be with pal fruits. With the help of ability glasses that can be unlocked at level 34, you can see the hidden potential of any pal, which are the stats that pal fruits upgrade. But what you want to do is feed your pal all 3 types of pal fruits until all 3 of these stats are at 100. Now, for those who plan on buying pal fruits from a metal merchant using dog coins, a tip I always like to give is to use a Catress. While fighting together, their partner ability will increase the amount of items neutral pals drop, which works on Mimogs and dog coins. Also, remember to upgrade your Catress in a pal condenser to further increase the amount of dog coins Mimogs will drop. So after you're all done upgrading your Felbat with pal fruits, this is currently all the permanent upgrades you can do to your pal. However, there still are a couple of temporary upgrades you can do as well. The first of these upgrades is with food. Depending on what food you or your pal eats, they can grant a wide variety of buffs such as attack boosts, defense boosts, work speed boosts, along with many others. These are my go-to foods for combat purposes. However, I highly recommend looking through all the different food options you can craft to see which ones might work best for you. But moving on to the very last upgrade you can do to your pal, and that's by taking advantage of Who Crate's partner ability. Their ability gives an attack boost to all dark type pals in your party, with them giving a 10% boost at a level 1 partner ability. However, when fully upgraded in a pal condenser, their ability grants a 20% attack boost. So if you were to have 4 fully upgraded Who Crates in your party alongside your Felbat, they'll gain an additional 80% attack boost. Now if you upgraded your pal the same way as I did in this video, their stats should generally look something like this. But instead of just showing numbers on screen, I'm going to show you how strong Felbat is by doing a quick battle against Victor and Shadowbeak. And for those who are curious, this is the passive skill combination I'm going to be using for this fight, and then also the active skills that this Felbat will be using. So without further ado, let's get into the fight. Alright, let's do this, Felbat, get him. I mean, so far so good. I wish he was kind of doing a little bit more damage, but right now I'm pretty happy with how he's doing. Ow. Good damage, good damage. I mean, even though they're not doing a crazy amount of damage, I'm kind of surprised they're just staying at full health. I know they have their lifesteal ability, but it's actually doing a really good job at the moment. I don't know what Shadowbeak is doing. He's just walking into a wall. I'll walk it out, I'll walk it out, I'll walk it out, I'll walk it out. I don't know what's happening. I'm here. You know what? I'm going to let myself actually take some damage here quick because I want to show off the lifesteal ability from a player perspective. Yes, hit me. Thank you. Here, I'll even be nice. I'll take off my defense. Don't kill me, though, because that would suck. That sucked. Do more damage, buddy. I'm not even trying. Ow. Okay, that's good. Felbat, you come out. I was going to say, I needed to make sure to miss that, but let's see how much this lifesteal does. Here, we'll even switch the minigun. By the way, for those who are curious, these are all gold legendary guns, so for those who are wondering how much damage these are actually doing. It definitely isn't a crazy amount of lifesteal, but it's a good amount and keeps you alive for long enough, you know what I mean? Like, it actually does a decent amount. Like, I've been getting hit this whole time, but I'm still kind of slowly going up in health, so it's doing something. I also know I normally don't help during these fights, but it's a little bit of a different situation with this guy's lifesteal ability affecting them and me as well. I mean, yeah, even with, like, taking a lot of damage, I know I have a lot of defense, but we did it. I helped a lot, but, you know, that's how it be. So with that battle concluded, I hope this shows just how powerful you can make Felbat. But that's going to be my upgrade guide on Felbat. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you found this guide helpful, and let me know what pals you'd like to see me upgrade next. And finally, once again, if you enjoyed any of the music you heard during this video or just want to support the channel in general, you can check out my DMCA free music label in the links down below. But that's all I gotta say for now, so thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch all y'all in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.